We are on the Seattle waterfront at the new Waterfront Park. The art that is here really tells you a little bit about the place. It could be about the environment, the ecology of the waterfront. It could be about the culture of the waterfront. We are standing in front of Oscar Tuazon's artwork called To Our Teachers. It is an artwork that represents the architecture that used to be on the waterfront, that takes reference from longhouses, the traditional indigenous architecture of the waterfront. Over here we have a carving by Tyson Simmons and Keith Stevenson, who are members of the Muckleshoot Indian tribe. It is called Honoring Our Muckleshoot Warriors, and it is a Muckleshoot warrior. And on the other end we have a carving called Looking at All Our Tomorrows by Suquamish carver Randy Purser. She has carved the figure of Shalitza, who is Chief South's mother and is holding Chief South, who is an infant. Chief South, of course, is the namesake of Seattle. We are on the waterfront. We could in the future experience sea level rise as a result of climate change. And so the artwork by Buster Simpson called Migration Stage uses structures that are adapted from the idea of shoreline armor. They are these sort of concrete structures that interlock and prevent shoreline erosion. He also has sandbags, benches made of sandbags. He calls them sea bearers, but they also look like grain bags. And that makes reference to the fact that the waterfront is a port, it's a working port. And so the grain bags are the commodities that come in and out of the port. So we have the Joshua Green Senior Fountain by George Tsutakawa. And this fountain was made in 1966, and it was originally at Coleman Dock. And so we reiterated the historic fountain. There are two historic fountains here. At the Union Street Pedestrian Bridge, we have Unfurling a Gesture, The Nature of Persistence by artist Nori Sato. It is a large arching sculpture that frames the stairway that goes up to Western Avenue, and also along the pedestrian bridge has images of ferns in the perforated screen, which is overlaid by the wingspan of a seagull. Basically represents the sort of plant and animal life that you can find here on the waterfront. On Pier 62 on the floating dock, there is a piece by Stephen Vitiello, which is called Land Buoy Bells. And that artwork rises up and down along with the floating dock, and it actually captures the tidal energy of Puget Sound. And then it will release that energy, and you will hear that sound as bells that are a part of the artwork. Then we also have an artwork called Guests, which can be seen in particular at night by artist Ann Hamilton, and that is underneath the Overlook Walk, and it is in this space that is sort of in between the sidewalk and the Pike Place Market garage. And so that is a piece of 42 large puppet figures that are suspended in this space, and they move and sway and bob with the wind. But we're hoping that as they look at the artwork, as they look at the artist's statements, that they will be able to get a sense of, what this waterfront is and learn something a little bit more about the place that they're in.
Watch CityStream Tuesday nights at 7 on the Seattle Channel, or find us anytime online at seattlechannel.org.